protect your soul.
Nightmares creep while you and me repeat. This bittersweet heat is suffocating. I'm waiting and always hesitating. Kryptonite desires set my heart afire. Heart on fire. Set my heart afire. Yeah.
Hello and welcome back to the We Are City channel. We're live again with a game which I forgot about this weekend, didn't I? I thought it was the Leeds game on the weekend, but we've got Champions League action. It's Champions League quarter-final action. Manchester City versus Borussia Dortmund, England versus Germany. And this is a game which I am incredibly nervous for, if I'm going to be honest with you. I'm worried how this game is going to turn out. I'm not quite sure what's going to go on here. City just don't turn up, do they? In the quarter-final stage of any game, and they haven't done under Pep Guardiola for so many years now. The semi-final is something that City never got to, and if City do get through this tie anyway, they will be going up against Bayern Munich or Paris Saint-Germain. So I'm not that, how would I say it? I'm not that excited really for the game because I'm a bit nervous what's going to go on. But we'll see what happens. We've got plenty of regulars in the chat here. That's good to see. Julie, Ian, Emil Smith-Rowe, Subtatico, and so on. Lanky, Dell, so many names here going around. Ian as well. So let's just go through the City team to start things off. So it's Ederson in goal. We've got Walker, Diaz, Stones, and Cancelo as the back four. So Cancelo's on that left-hand side. Rodri, Bernardo Silva, and Gundogan in the midfield. And then it's Foden, Mahrez, and Kevin De Bruyne up top. Now, the first thing, I think someone just said it in the comments there, Sheba, Pep hasn't overthink the lineup, has he? True, Pep hasn't overthink the lineup. But if you were in this position last season, the quarterfinal stage, and someone said to you, City are going into this quarterfinals, we're not playing Aguero, we're not playing Laporte, we're not playing Zinchenko, I suppose, or, Fernandinho, I'd tell you that Pep's overthought the starting lineup, wouldn't you? Do you know what I mean? But I think I personally believe this is the perfect lineup. On current form, the way teams are playing, I think this is our best side. I know Sterling tends to have a good time, doesn't he, in the Champions League? Always tends to turn up on Champions League nights. However, I feel as if he's not been in great form, and that miss against Lyon, I can see why he's not in the side today. We'll bring up the two sides next to each other, so you can see that. So, City with the sort of maybe three in midfield. Maybe it'll be the double pivot of Gundogan and Rodri with Bernardo in front. Emil Smith-Rowe is better than Pele. I like that name. What's happened to Zinchenko? He's not starting today, is it? We'll go through your actual predictions as well in a bit. But yeah, so City have gone with that midfield three. I like that Cancelo's on that left-hand side again. He's very destructive on that left-hand side, cutting inside, isn't he? And I think City know that, Dortmund are either going to play, I think it was Meunier or Moret at right back. They've gone with Moret, in fact. And it's De Bruyne in that false nine position, a very fluid front forward line from City with De Bruyne, Foden and Riyad Mahrez. As for Dortmund, they've gone with Hitz in goal because I think Berkey is currently injured, isn't it? We've got Kanji, Chan and Hummels as a back three. I think he's going to be a back three. I don't think Chan's going to be in the midfield. Plays a lot in that back three. Rafael Guerreiro, who, to me, is a bit like the left-footed Cancelo, a very creative fullback. Loves to come inside and create chances. And Moret on the right-hand side. It's going to be a young man in Jude Bellingham, but a very impressive young man in Jude Bellingham in the middle with Mahmoud Dahoud, who used to play for Gladbach. He's played against City before, been impressive. Partnering Bellingham in the middle. And it's a youngster, I think 19 years old, is it? Kauf on the right-hand side. Marco Reus on the left-hand side. And it's that man up top who's making all the headlines. It's Erling Haaland, and I am very worried about him. And Haaland is doing his best, isn't he, to really start to tease the City fans. He's turned up this week, hasn't he, at the Lowry in Manchester with a blue backpack on, a sky blue backpack. The same with the mask. He knows what he's doing. I've seen some pictures doing the rounds on Twitter of him turning up to some Champions League games that City played in 2017 against Feyenoord. He was there, and of course he was there at the Sunderland final. He seems like a City fan, doesn't he? And he's someone that City fans can relate with. And it's just going to be so painful, isn't it, when inevitably he joins someone but not Manchester City. Honestly, he's not joining City. So that's a massive disappointment because the club won't spend the money. And you just got to accept it. Acceptance, as we spoke about the other day, didn't we? And he's facing City today, so we're going to see what he's all about. I hope he has a bad game against us, really, to be honest. And I hope that doesn't deter City from trying to spend some money on him, but they're never going to spend the money anyway. Interesting thing is, last time City played Dortmund, if you think of that Dortmund side, City last time they played them, they had Weidenfeller in goal. This is like a very strong Dortmund side. Hummels, Piszczek, Who did they have at left back? I can't remember. Oh, Schmelzer, Subotic. They had İlkay Gundogan. They had Mario Götze, who Gundogan, I think, is described in interviews as the best player he's ever seen play. That messy sort of quality that Götze had. Never hit the potential. Blaszczykowski on that right-hand side. They had Bender in the middle. They had Marco Reus, who's in there, same as Hummels, in that side as well. And at front, they had Robert Lewandowski. And City struggled against Dortmund. And the City side, if I remember in that game, City had the likes of Maicon, Sinclair, Javi Garcia. So I'm glad we've not got that anymore. But it's going to be a very good game. I think it's going to be a very good game. It reminds me of that Monaco game a few years ago where both sides, I mean, City are a bit more solid now, aren't they, defensively? But that Monaco game a few years ago where Monaco were incredible attacking outfit, weren't they? And so were City, and it was just a game of who scored the most goals. Frosty says 3-0 to City because Sancho is injured. Yeah, that's a big miss for them. A very big miss for them. Who else is talking here? Stones is not better than Laporte, says ML Smith Rowe. Lanky thinks it's his fitness. Sheba says, I keep seeing a 4-2-3-1, but guess we don't know what till the match starts. Exactly, Sheba. Pep is a crazy man, isn't he? And he loves to switch things up and out. This is the thing, especially when you're creating graphics for these sort of games, you've no idea. No idea what Pep's going to go with. You really don't. Lanky says KDB, Gundogan, Foden and Bernardo can change. Yeah, exactly. Very fluid front line. The guy with Cash says it's me, Del. Were you also called Subtitico previously? And the names before that. Gary Ramsden's here. Good to have you, Gary. A regular on the channel. He's gone with a 2-0 to City. Sophie's here. She's gone with a 2-1 to Manchester City. Andrew with a 3-1. Remember, this game is 2 legs. So we could see, Dortmund lose today, but still come back in the second leg. So it's not over after this game, unless maybe it's 6-0 or so. I can't see that happening. Julie's gone with a 2-1 to City. Just scrolling a bit backwards to see anyone else's predictions. Lanky's gone with a 4-0 to Manchester City. Who else is saying? Some people predicting the Liverpool-Madrid game there. 3-1 I saw. Yeah, of course, Liverpool versus Madrid. That's going to be a pretty impressive game, isn't it? On BT Sport 1, I think this one. City are on BT Sport 3 if you want to see that game. The guy with Cash gone for 2-1 to City. Emil Smith Rowe says, are you an Arsenal fan for the game on Thursday? Who are they playing? Is it Slavia Prague? One thing that is a conversation that is had with a lot of people is about, do you want to see English sides do well? And you go, oh, well, if you support an English team, if you're from England, you should want the English team to do well. I don't quite see it that way. I'd rather Arsenal get knocked out. I'd rather United get knocked out, Liverpool. I just want City to do well. I don't care about the other English teams. But, yeah, let's see how Arsenal do. I think they might struggle, actually. Slavia Prague, not that bad of a side, are they, really? How far away from kickoff now? Not long. Not long. Over 5 minutes away, but it's coming up. And I want to say a big thank you to everyone who's been subscribed to the channel on 824 subscribers now, which is really good to see. We're climbing thick and fast, aren't we, really? We really are climbing fast towards that 1,000 subscribers mark, which I see that as you're then serious. The channel is then a serious channel if it gets that 1,000 subscribers. So please do like the video, continue to subscribe, and share it with your friends, family, whoever. Get them to subscribe. And I've noticed a lot of comments on the Gary Neville video that we put up. A lot of people saying that, we need Gary Neville to see that. Why don't you tweet it? If you've got Twitter, our Twitter is at WeAreCityMCFC. Tweet the video to him. You never know. If Gary Neville sees that video, that would be absolutely amazing. Ian says he would rather have 4 English teams in the semis. Ian's not a football fan then. Or you don't support an actual football team. If you support a team, you don't want the teams doing well, do you, in England? Well, I don't anyway. I think many football fans don't. As a City fan, I don't want to see Manchester United win the Europa League. Couldn't care less. I'd rather them get knocked out, and I'd rather Madrid beat Liverpool tonight, because I think City have got a better chance beating Madrid than they have Liverpool. It's the battle of who's got the worst centre-backs in the quarter-finals, isn't it? Madrid versus Liverpool, because Varane today was announced that he's got COVID, and he is ruled out of the game against Liverpool, so it's Nacho Fernandes, who I don't think is that bad of a player, to be honest. People are a bit harsh on him. I think he's a decent player. Everyone will remember that goal he scored for Spain in the World Cup. A wonderful goal against, I think, who was it? Was it Portugal? I think it was Portugal. And Eden Militao, I don't rate at all. They're the partnership for them. And then Liverpool, it gets worse. It's Nat Phillips and Kabak. So that's going to be an interesting game as well. We'll keep an eye on that. I'm sure BT will keep us updated as we watch this game. But it's all about Manchester City versus Dortmund today. It's all about this massive game, I think, for City. Because like we said, Pep Guardiola has never, ever, ever reached the semi-final in Manchester City. That is not good enough in my eyes. It really isn't good enough. And the team City have gone out to as well, if you think about it. Monaco have knocked us out. Spurs have knocked us out. The referees were probably against us in that game. Liverpool have knocked us out. And Lyon have knocked City out. And I saw something quite funny on Twitter. I think it's a Dortmund fan who put out a tweet saying, oh, what's going on here? City fans are worried about playing Dortmund. We're terrible. And it's like, no, City aren't worried about Dortmund. We're worried about City. Because it's just depending how City turn up today. And you don't know what side City are going to turn up, do you? You know, they can turn up like they did in the Manchester derby and absolutely be terrible, or be absolutely brilliant. Let's have a look at some of the comments here. Emil Smith-Rowe is better than Pele. Slavia Prague racist. More likely to beat Liverpool. Yeah, well, I'd say an individual for Slavia Prague obviously looks like he's going to be found guilty of racist comments. Whether the club are in general, I suppose if you do back that player, you are considered a bunch of racists, but what you're saying there is that Liverpool are a bunch of racists, aren't they? Because they backed Luis Suarez knowing he was guilty. So it's a tough one. I think it's hard to condemn a lot of people, but if you're allowing it to happen, I think UEFA, you know, the eyes have got to be on UEFA as well. The fingers have got to be pointed at UEFA, because I think it was a really good one I saw, in comparison between the fines UEFA give out. And I think it was Lukaku got racially abused, did he? Or, I mean, Balotelli's been racially abused by CSK Moscow fans in the past, which is disgusting, isn't it? And I think they got fined €75,000. Nicholas Bentner, if you remember Lord Bentner, he celebrated with Paddy Power underwear as a sponsorship and got fined £80,000. So you get fined more for something for sponsorship. It's not very good, is it? Callum's here. He says, hey up lads, it'll be interesting to see how Haaland does on his City trial tonight. That's very true, Callum. I think a lot of City fans are ready to see Haaland. I'm hoping he puts in a sort of Iheanacho performance that Iheanacho usually puts in against City, and like he did against City with Leicester last season, where he missed that absolute sitter, didn't he? At the end of the game, where City, you know, wouldn't have won the Premier League title if Iheanacho hadn't missed that. But Haaland's been, you know, really working the sort of come on City, come get me sort of thing, hasn't he? I mean, coming out of the tunnel when training for Dortmund on the pitch earlier this week, or was it yesterday, earlier this week, he came out and said, oh, it's beautiful, the stadium. Well, he's been to the stadium enough times to know what it looks like. He's definitely playing it well, Haaland. The problem is no one's going to pay the money for him. And the thing is, the sort of conundrum the club would be in is the fact that if you don't buy Haaland this summer, next summer, it's €75 million release clause. How many clubs can afford Haaland then? A lot of clubs. I mean, of course, you've got to think about how much Raiola's going to be getting. €40 million on top of that. But if you don't buy him this summer, there's more clubs coming in for him next summer. You've just got to take a hit, haven't you? I think, financially, you've got to take a hit. It's like missing out on Messi or Ronaldo. You do the deal because it's just worth it, isn't it? It's not worth missing out on them. I think so anyway. So the players are coming out onto the field now. The game is not far away, minutes away. Emil Smith-Rowe says, Emil Smith-Rowe better than Pele, says Spurs got lucky. That's pretty true. I think they did get lucky. I'm trying to get a bit of sound on here. Crowd, audience, sound, ambience should be there for you. The only Big Six team I would like to see do is City. Harvey Elliott is a racist. And the Slavia Prague goal. Yeah, well, I mean, you can't defend the Slavia Prague play, can you? You really can't, Emil Smith-Rowe. I agree with that. The guy with cash says, I'll be back in 30 minutes in the City game. See ya. Yeah, you're gonna miss 30 minutes of the first half, though. Well, the Champions League anthem rains out. And this is the first time the City players have not heard a ringing of boos around the stadium, because the City fans, me included, tend to boo the anthem. Although I am sort of on the fence about it, whether it sets a bad sort of, you know, tone for the game. Some City fans just turn their backs, don't they? It's always different in the ground. Emma Smith-Rowe better than Pele says Stones or Laporte. I think he's an all-round player. I think generally Laporte is better than John Stones, isn't he? But at the moment, it's John Stones. Shiva says, let's all pray, lads. Definitely. I'm not too confident, to be honest with you, Shiva. I am not confident at all, but I'd love to see City win this game. And if they can win this game 4 or 5-0, I mean, if they won it 5-2, we got to see Haaland get 2 really nice goals, but City got 5 goals, maybe 6-2, 7-2. Goals is always good, isn't it? Goals is always good. Lanky says, but if a group, there's people, you're racist when you're worse than them. Yeah, I agree with Lanky. Emily Smith Rowe better than Pelly says, Arteta managed the Lyon game, but which one? The 3-1 or the 2-1? He managed the 3-1. The 3-1, it was a home game in the game. So if Cancelo was to get a yellow card today for City, he would be suspended for the semi-finals. We've got Sterling, Jesus, Aguero, Laporte, Ferran Torres, Mendy, who scored a wonderful goal at the weekend. A very strong bench. And of course, you can make 5 substitutions in this competition. Marco Reus is the captain for Borussia Dortmund. And a player that's been around for a long time. A very loyal player, isn't he, Marco Reus? He's one of them where he must have had multiple chances to join Bayern Munich and teams around Europe, and he decided to stay at Dortmund. The same can't be said for the likes of Hummels, Lewandowski and so on. Hummels, he'll join Bayern Munich and came back to Dortmund, which is a bit of an odd one. Well, the BT Sport lineup is claiming that Chan's in the middle for them. I doubt that. They've got some good players on the bench as well. I mean, Giovanni Reina, another Manchester City fan on the bench there for Dortmund. And one that really interests me is Julian Brandt. If you've watched him play, I think he's really impressive. I know quite a lot of fans around the world when football was cancelled, wasn't it? Over, March when COVID first sort of came in and the lockdowns happened. We then saw a lot of the Bundesliga as the first league to come back. And everyone was watching it, weren't they? Because it's the only football about, and everyone's obsessed with football, aren't they? On majority of people, and they wanted to watch some sort of football. They need some sort of football, so they did watch that game, didn't they? A lot of Dortmund games are on, and I was impressed by Brandt. I think he's a really good player, and it started to make me think. I can see a bit why the German manager took him instead of Sané to the World Cup. When Sané was left out, and City fans were going crazy. I can sort of see why he was left out. Loe's here. Good to have you, Loe. Loe's going with 2-0 to Manchester City. Oh, he's changed it. 2-1. He's expecting a Haaland goal, is it? And Amindu has gone for a 3-1 to Manchester City. We're going to get ready for the clock to go. Because it's Manchester City versus Dortmund. And it is live from the Etihad Stadium. So it's Champions League quarter-final first leg. And it looks like Chan may be in the midfield, actually. Immediate long ball that Kyle Walker clears away. And I think Walker at the back is probably the right decision for City. Just someone who can control that counter-attack a bit better. And of course we call this the alternative commentary. You can listen to this while you watch the game, or you can just listen to this if you can't watch the game. It's live on BT Sport 3. But I believe Jermaine Genius is on commentary, so I think you definitely want to listen to me over Jermaine Genius. I mean, there's not many commentators that you can enjoy listening to, and Jermaine Genius definitely isn't one of them. The City in possession here with Diaz at the back. 36 minutes played. Nothing happened yet. No goals, no early goals. Haaland's not yet touched the ball. John Stones into Kyle Walker on this right-hand side. We've got Rodri drifting around the middle. Gundogan holding a bit of width on that left-hand side. And look where Cancelo's position is. Cancelo's right in the middle. Loe asks what's the Dortmund lineup. It is... I'll flick it up for you now, actually. Oh, I don't know if I can. It's Hitz in goal. They've then got Akanji, Chan, and it is Hummels at the back three. Moray at right wing-back. Rafael Guerreiro at left wing-back. It's Bellingham and Dahoud that hold the midfield, but I think Chan's actually in the midfield as a 3. And then they've got Haaland up top, of course, Royce on the left, and a young man called Kauf on the right wing, 19-year-old. Don't know anything about him. But Dortmund did tweet out a picture before the game that he was playing in their under-12s, so he's been with Dortmund a long time. So it's probably good for them as fans to see a young man come through like that. Here's City in behind with Gundogan. He's up against Akanji. Akanji, if you watched him, if anyone's seen him, he's got a bit of a Vincent Kompany style to him, I feel, the Swissman. Hits here. Not the best of goalkeepers, to be honest with you. And it's a poor clearance. Haaland's back dropping deep to pick it up. Brilliant ball by Haaland into Dahoud. Wonderful play from Haaland. It's wide to Kauf. Up against Diaz. One-on-one situation here for Kauf. Couple of step overs. Cancelo in there. Edison off his line. It's a punch. And it's a goal kick. It came off an on-rushing player in the middle. Margaret's here. Margaret says hi, everyone. Up to 824 subscribers now. Fantastic. Thank you very much. I'm going for a 2-1 to City, and another half has gone for a 1-1. That came off Dahoud there. He put Edison under pressure. Ooh. Could have caught that, maybe Edison. But he's under pressure by Dahoud. Of course, Dortmund don't even have a manager, do they? Which is a surprise. The manager that City have already defeated. Marco Rosa, who manages Gladbach, is there. Next season anyway. Loe says no Sancho. No, Loe. Sancho's actually got an injury and he's going to miss the second leg as well. I don't know if that's a good or bad thing for City. I think it's probably a good thing, considering they're playing this young man on the right-hand side. Well done, Mahrez. Gets the better Guerreiro there. Rodri. Cancelo. Oh, dispossessed in midfield, but luckily gets nowhere. Robert Robinson's here. Hello to Robert. And anything else? Emil Smith Rowe's better than Pele asks, why is Reina not playing? I don't know. I expect him to be on the right-hand side, really, but I think he prefers the left-hand side, doesn't he? And Rice also prefers that position. Here's Diaz for Manchester City. Wide to Phil Foden. Cancelo dropping into that midfield, but he's made another poor touch there, Cancelo, and he's given away the ball. Good tackle by Jude Bellingham. Another play I think City should keep their eye on from Dortmund. Oh, Mahrez with a poor touch there, rolls behind for a throw into Dortmund. This is a tense game. Emil Smith Rowe is better than Pele. Says it's better for the balance. Yeah. Definitely, I think, maybe. Robert says, I've been watching your FIFA videos. Thank you very much, Robert. I hope you've been enjoying them. We're putting plenty out there. We've nearly finished Season 1, haven't we? On the PS5, on FIFA. Coming to the end of Season 1. Here's Mahrez in a bit of space. Quickly out comes Akanji. De Bruyne flicks it over the top. Wide to Foden. Murray makes a bit of a mess of that header. Dahoud throwing his body in. De Bruyne knocks it down to Gundogan. Gets the ball back on the floor. Here is Phil Foden. Cancelo. Cancelo and Rodri there. A little 1-2. Here's Diaz. Cancelo. City holding the possession pretty well at the moment. Settle into this game after a scrappy first 5 minutes or so. Gundogan. Under pressure here. Big pressure, Gundogan. Wonderful spin by Dahoud there. Wonderful, wonderful spin. Lanky says Akanji is rapid. Yeah, it's a very good play. Oh, Foden. A little flicking behind here to Gundogan. Didn't quite work. But Foden working hard. Wins it back. And gives it away. Here's Royce. On the attack for Dortmund. Wide to Haaland. Up against Stones. He lays it off to Bellingham. Good footwork from Jude Bellingham. Haaland into Royce. Good pass by Haaland. I think he's very underrated, his actual ability on the ball, Haaland. Made some really good passes starting this game. One that really unlocked us at the start there. Here's Akanji. Hummels, the number 15. Back at Dortmund now. Loves those passes over the top, this Hummels. He's got a real good range of passing. That's a great pass by Akanji into Chan in the middle. Sort of scuffed it, but it works out. Poor pass, though, by Marco Reus into Kauf, and City back in possession. Gary says, hi, Margaret. Your partner's last couple of predictions have been negative for City. Hope you're having words with him. I know. Did he predict a 2-0 defeat to Leicester City? Mahrez and De Bruyne combine. Kevin De Bruyne in behind here. Kanji quickly across. De Bruyne with a great pass, and it's just not right. If that was perfect, City had two men on that left-hand side. Free in the box. De Bruyne there just missed his pass. The guy who cashed says, what do you think of Liverpool's available team? The defence is terrible. Expel says, hi. Hello to you, Expel. Good to have you back. Here's Manuel Akanji. Hummels. Dortmund on the ball now. I think Dortmund playing a back four is very interesting because they do like that back three with Chan in there. Great pass. Good spin by Dahoud. Royce, City in a bit of trouble here. Too much space for Marco Reus. Bellingham. It's Haaland who picks it up. Wide to Bellingham. Little spin away. Good save by Edison. Oh, well, Jude Bellingham. Was he 17, 18 years of age? Chance for Dortmund again. Sliced over the bar by Chan, but it did deflect off a City player. Corner Dortmund. Really good start. Expel says Dortmund putting the pressure on. Good save, Edison. Yet Bellingham spins past Walker with ease here. Gets a shot off on his left foot. It's a good save, Edison. Pushes it as well. Edison, you know, he knows he can't catch that because of the power in the shot, but at least he palms it out of the danger zone. Good by Edison. I'll take that. But bit of a worrying start, really. Bellingham just gliding past Kyle Walker there. Just a little scoop from his right to left foot. He looks a top player, as Jude Bellingham. He really does. You can see why top clubs are interested in him. I think he made the right move as well to Dortmund. Crossing here to Akanji. Cleared. Gundogan in for a header. Bernardo Silva just kicks it straight up in the air. And it's gone out for a throw-in for Dortmund. Luay says they're playing for the City press. They are, Luay. The thing is, in Akanji and Hummels, they've got two fantastic centre-backs who can pick the pass into midfield. And the likes of Bellingham and Dahoud are very mobile midfielders, aren't they? And they can receive the ball on the turn. And they're just turning City's midfield at the moment. I think Pep will be worried because I think that's the one thing Rodri struggles against is players who can play on the turn. And Dahoud and Bellingham definitely are players who can do that. So I think Pep's going to be worried at the moment. Rodri needs a bit more protection from Cancelo coming into the middle. Luckily for us, Marcel Hitz is it, the goalkeeper, the Swiss goalkeeper. Plenty of Swiss players on this side. He's shocking in goal. I don't rate him at all. No, I don't think Berkey's that good of a goalkeeper either. I think a goalkeeper would be something Dortmund should be looking at. Because he's not very good, is Marcel Hitz. Here's John Stones. Rodri back to Stones. City looking a bit worried at the start here. Now, when we said Pep hasn't overthought things because we've seen the the starting lineup, it doesn't mean he's not overthought the tactics and the way the formation's working. But at the moment, it's looking like a front five. I've no idea. De Bruyne here, back to Mahrez. Good play by Kevin. Mahrez lofts that one beautifully to Cancelo. Foden on the left hand side. Gundogan, little 1-2 now. Foden goes back to Cancelo. Stones. Already got the match for a good game, hasn't it? Looking good so far. Bernardo Silva. Walker. Bernardo once more. Into Stones. Cancelo. Cancelo over the top. Mahrez. Good play by Bernardo. Back to Mahrez. Quickly cross comes Kauf. And City get a corner here. Good chance to swing it all in. From De Bruyne and Mahrez. Luay's clean sheet is vital in every knockout tournament with two legs especially. I agree with you there, Luay. And especially as the home side. You know, if they score one goal, that's pretty much two, isn't it? That's a worry about it. So 10 minutes gone. City with their first corner of the game. They've got Stones, Diaz, Rodri, and some big men who are good in the air. De Bruyne is waiting to cross it, but bit of pushing and pulling by Dahoud on Bernardo Silva. Referee having a bit of a word between the two players. I mean, Dahoud's got hold of that Bernardo Silva. So I think he's not wondering why. Now Bernardo stood behind Haaland. Finally, City take the corner. Kevin De Bruyne wasted 30 seconds there. Heading straight back behind for another corner. That was a strange decision from the referee to, have a little talk there with the two players. I suppose it sets, a good start. The referee's putting his, assertion on the game and saying, no pushing in the box. Wasted 30 seconds now. Might save a couple of minutes later on. Optimism, lad, says Julie. Crossing comes again. Ooh, Diaz up there. Foden with a hit. Slice it over the bar, but apparently Diaz has pushed the Dortmund player. Not great refereeing so far, though I think this referee is actually a decent one, from what I remember. What can Diaz do there? Akanji's pushing Diaz. Diaz are giving him a little bit push back. Not his hands on him, just his body. Free kick. Shocking decision from the referee. Lanky says as long as we don't concede more than two, we should be all good. What if we don't score any though, Lanky? Ball's gone out here. Throwing to Manchester City. And as we throw says, I think when you get 1,000 subscribers, the subscribers can go live with you and talk about the game. That'd be very interesting. That'd be a nice little thing. Of course, if it's just me on my own, you sort of need someone to vet calls and things. But there's definitely an option. Expel says Erling playing against probably his next team. I wish I shared your optimism, Expel. There's a quote from the film Dodgeball, in which Vince Vaughn's character says, if you never set any goals in life, you'll never be disappointed because you never don't reach your goals. Because whatever you do is always the best. And I'm not setting any goals of City signing Erling Haaland. Because if they sign him then, it'll be an absolutely amazing day. And if you don't sign him, I expect it anyway. Because if I do expect it, you're going to be disappointed, I feel, especially with City's transfer policy. City don't really have the cojones, do they, in the transfer market anymore to make a big signing. They won't compete with any other teams to sign a player. They want a free run at them every time. Here's Akanji. Bernardo looks like the one up top at the moment, not Kevin De Bruyne. Good pass by Hitz there, back to Akanji. Back to Hitz he goes. Second choice goalkeeper for Switzerland. Lanky says, I reckon we'll get Isaac and Rayner. Yeah, I think Alexander Isaac's going to be the one. I agree with you there, Lanky. I genuinely do believe that we're going to see him. Loasis, where's Jonathan? He's not on today. I think he's tired. Don't know what he's doing. Expel says Walker's been spun around. Yeah, he got spun by Jude Bellingham, didn't he, early on? And Loasis, I believe in daring to dream. I do as well, Loasis, at times. Just not on this Haaland thing, because I just know I'm going to be disappointed. I just know, because I know what City are like. It's like thinking City are going to go through here. They should go through, but I'm not expecting it, because I know what City are like in the quarterfinals of the Champions League. Kyle Walker's struggling here against this young man. He's won a goal kick, but it's a bit worrying. Kauf's giving him some problems, and Pep Guardiola is giving a lot of instructions to his players. Start passing the ball. Julie says we're all on 1,000 subscribers. Well on the way now. Emil Smith throws this out when City play. Supporters can go live with a subscriber that supports that team. Emil Smith throws aside a teacher called Jonathan. Well, Jonathan's name, he's got many names in this channel. I think Jonathan we've just used more than once. If we get to 1,000 subscribers, I think we're going to do a video, explain a bit. We're going to do a Q&A. I will set the video up soon for you guys to then comment on a video with all your questions in the Q&A. And you can probably ask us our names and so on. Because I'll give you a bit of a hint here. Jonathan isn't his real name. He's been called Juan and all sorts. We just thought it'd be pretty funny just to call him something different every week. Why not? Good pass by Edison there to bypass Haaland. Not running at the moment, Haaland. Lanky says, I reckon 1,000 subscribers before summer. I'm hoping so, Lanky, because we've got a massive video with a couple of other people on this channel for the Euros that we've been working really hard on. We honestly have been working really hard on it. Been getting some things that we need for it. And getting props and so on for the Euros. So I hope you enjoy that. I hope the video does really well. It's going to be a 6-part series. So get ready for that one. Fade Skull says, when is the next episode on FIFA? Well, it is Tuesday today, and the FIFA comes out every Wednesday at 4:30, Friday at 4:30, and Sunday 4:30 UK time. So, Fade Skull, you'll be getting that episode tomorrow, and on Friday, and on Sunday. Here's Rodri. We're struggling to break down Dortmund at the moment, aren't we? Mark says Dortmund a good side. Emma Smith-Rowe says fully fit Dembele or Rashford. Dembele. Emma Smith-Rowe, is Pez coming back? Yeah, it's on. Pez is on. Every Tuesday and Thursday. Every Tuesday and Thursday, yeah. Pez at 4:30 UK time. So, if you want to watch Pez, be ready every Tuesday and Thursday. And it'll be there. Here's Guerreiro. Great pass into Haaland. Lays it off to Bellingham. Takes it round Gundogan. And Gundogan's made a foul, has he, on Bellingham here? Gundogan doesn't agree with that. But great play by Haaland there. Just lays it off to his man. Drag Stones in. And Gundogan leaves the foot in on Jude Bellingham. Haaland playing at the stadium he regularly visited as a child. And as a teenager. Only a few years. 2017 he was here. He's probably been here many more times since that as well. Haaland wide to Kauf, who's moved to the left-hand side because they think they can get the better of Kyle Walker, I feel. And Walker kicks it off Bellingham for a throw-in. Lanky said, I think you should turn down the skill level or use starters. Is that on PES or FIFA, Lanky? On FIFA, I think I'm too good, aren't I? On PES, which I enjoy more, I'm struggling a bit at times, aren't I? To break sides down. You've got to play good football on PES. Here's a chance for Kauf. Walker's just strolling back. Ball into Haaland. Cleared away by Diaz and then bounced off Rodri. Luckily, City get it away. I use sliders, says Lanky. I agree with you now. Yeah, I've actually, for Season 2, we will be using sliders, trying to make it a bit more difficult for us for Season 2. So don't worry, we will be using a lot of sliders. Here is Murray. Back to Manuel Akanji. Here's Chan. Oh, gives it away to Riyad Mahrez in the midfield. Here's Kevin De Bruyne. De Bruyne, burst past Dahoud like he's not there. Foden. Oh, across the box to Mahrez, keeps it in. Kevin De Bruyne! Manchester City lead 1-0 against Dortmund. Chan gives it away in midfield. The ex-Liverpool man. Ex-Juventus man. And Manchester City lead 1-0 in this quarter-final. Brilliant from City. Chan, we've picked them off for their mistake, haven't we? Usually it's the other way around. City's mistakes get picked off. But we've done it to another team. Brilliant from KDB. Look at this. De Bruyne just glides round Bellingham. See you later. Or is it Dahoud? Plays in Foden. Fantastic pass. Foden to the far post of Mahrez. It's a beautiful ball by Foden, that is. Mahrez does well to keep it in. He wasn't in the right place at the right time. I feel like someone should have been in there to get the end of that Foden ball. It's a ridiculous ball by Foden, by the way. But the composure from Mahrez there cuts it back onto his left peg. Into Kevin De Bruyne. And it's a finish into the empty net. Bernardo Silva's about 4 foot in the air. Jumping to make sure he don't get and block that one on the line, because he nearly does. Great goal from City. Ice cold, says Lanky. Celebrations alive, chat. Kevin De Bruyne taking no prisoners. Manchester City lead 1-0, and Lanky says PES defending is difficult. Well, Dortmund made that defending look difficult, but actually, Lanky, I find FIFA defending harder than PES. Oddly enough. So Manchester City lead 1-0 against Borussia Dortmund. Great start for City. Problem is, Dortmund won't stop here. Ball in here, Diaz clears away. Let's keep Haaland quiet, and I think we'll win this game. Foden. Oh, poor pass to back to De Bruyne, who gets a foot in. Can't keep the ball. Good play. City, though, pressing, and that's the thing. City have got to keep this press up. City play best when they press him. The Dortmund interim manager doesn't look very happy with his side. Murray, back he goes to Akanji. Well, hopefully with the pressing we can continue to pick off these Dortmund mistakes. Amindu says KDB is the best, exactly. Lanky, maybe they're more clinical on PES. Look at the Bayern game today. Yeah. I agree with you there. On PES, if you give someone a chance, the chance of they scoring it, unless you can steam your keeper out. Which also, they just dink your keeper then, don't they? It's difficult. I think PES is a more realistic simulation of real-life football. You know, whereas FIFA's more of an arcadey, fun game to play. But I enjoy the realism of PES, I really do. Can be very frustrating, though, at times. Feel like passes don't go the way you've passed them and so on. The guy who cashes Dortmund sleeping. City, wake up, run. Well, City are definitely doing some running here. They're covering a lot of ground. Walker with a switch of play. Out to Foden. Terrible pass by Walker. Overhits it. He's been the weakest player in the City side so far. We've hit 825 subscribers, so thank you very much. We're getting closer and closer, aren't we, to that 1,000 subscriber mark. So thank you to number 825. Continue to subscribe. And one thing that I'd like to say about the City goal is it's good to see City be clinical in the Champions League. Usually City, in the Champions League, they get chances and miss them. They've not been there. I suppose that's a good thing of not having Sterling in the side. Walker there, strength against Kauf, just push him over, the young man. Walker, a physical player who struggled at the start. Ooh, big tackle on Stones there by Jude Bellingham, who thinks he won the ball. He did win the ball, but a bit aggressive in his tackle. Bit overzealous to win the ball. Oh, he took Stones' leg and then the ball, didn't he? Actually, Bellingham. Good refereeing that. Lanky says, imagine Raz on that. Exactly. Rose head or nowhere near the goal. Unfortunately, I think Sterling's a good player. And when he's on form, I think he's by far City's best winger. I think he's better than Mahrez. I think he's better than Foden. But that's when he's on form. Although Mahrez plays like Messi, doesn't he, when he's on form? So, they're a good combination. Here's Guerrero back to Hummels. And Hummels goes all the way back to goalkeeper hits. And Dortmund, I feel, have had more possession. It's a bit of a a different City performance today. It's not really a City performance where we see City keep possession and break teams down. I think City are sort of trying to hit them on the counter. Expel said we've started sleeping. That's the worry though, Expel. City seems to be only concentrated with the ball, just not without it. Ooh, Holland was in there. Good defending from City. Oh, Rodri, what are you doing? Royce! Oh! Edison's been absolutely studied here. That's shocking defending from City. You all know that like button is free, right? Push the button. Exactly the way. Don't cost you anything to give us a like on this video. Thank you very much, Luay. Oh, Rodri gives it away here. He's onside, Royce. Stones is tripping. Ooh, it's a big connection. A big clash between him and Edison here. Edison quick off his line, though. Ooh. Studs in on Edison there. Haaland thinks he should have done better there. He's an absolute machine, isn't he, Haaland? The thing is with him, he's disappointed when he doesn't do well. I mean, look at that. City have had one attempt on the goal today, and they've scored one goal. And how many times do we see that? Not many. But Haaland, he played a good pass as well there. I really like him, honestly. Whenever I watch him play, I just think he's just incredible. I'd love to see him in Sky Blue. I think he'd love to see it as well, wouldn't he, really? But you shouldn't have such a greedy agent, should he? And you might not have that problem. Here's Guerreiro drifting to midfield. Oh, he's done well, Guerreiro. Although Bellingham's had it nicked off him. Bernardo Silva. Good play from Bernardo. Bellingham, good tackle. And City get a throw in. He's looking very good, Jude Bellingham. He really is. What is it? He's, like I said, he's 17, 18 years of age. And he's already that higher quality of a player. Maybe another one, like I said, City should be looking at. Here's Kyle Walker. Throwing for City deep in the Dortmund half here. Bernardo, furthest man forward as much as he can be in this game. Oh, Kyle Walker, though. Can't get his foot on that. Good pressing from Kevin De Bruyne. He's still going, putting Akanji under pressure. Look at the drive from Akanji here. Wonderful centre-back play. Haaland was in space. He should have passed it. Akanji throws himself to the floor after a good run. He should have passed it to Haaland, who was in. Don't know why he didn't pass it, but he got the ball from one end to the other there, didn't he? Manuel Akanji. Very impressive defensive play. Here is Hummels. Well, apparently Marco Reus has picked up an injury, which is not a surprise. Kauf done well against Cancelo here. Well done, Joao. I think his problem is physicality, Kauf. He's clearly not ready for this sort of football. Murray against Foden. Foden's quick. See you later, Murray. On his backside. Drops him. Bernardo. Wide to Mahrez. Surely he can beat Guerreiro in a one-on-one. Mahrez. Rodri. Back to Mahrez. Gundogan. This is great from City. Gundogan with a shot. It's blocked away. Loasis Haaland is rapid. He absolutely is rapid. Look at this. Watch out, Ruben. Well, what is he hurling Haaland at 6'5"? He's ridiculously quick for his size. Liverpool are losing 1-0, says Gary. Thank you for the update. And that's what we love to see. I hope Liverpool go out. I feel like City could beat Madrid in the final if Madrid to get there. I don't think they will. Here's Foden. Cancelo, the creative master in that midfield along with Kevin De Bruyne. Walker, wide to Bernardo Silva. Cuts inside Bernardo. Bernardo. Cancelo. Stones. Here's Walker. Bernardo Silva. Bernardo, is he taking the time here? Lanky, I'm 6'5" at 15. I'm so slow. Well, you know, your height. The thing is, you've probably got very long legs as a person at 6'5", so you've got a long stride. But despite having a long stride, you know, I think you've got maybe more weight because of your height. People tend to be a lot weightier, don't they, when they're taller, mainly because of the height, you know. And it's harder to run, I think. You know, you tend to find that small people run fast. However, Haaland's just, I mean, he's made in the lab, wasn't it? I think he was made in the lab. Incredible stuff from him. He's got everything, hasn't he? He's got absolutely everything. And City won't get him. Mahrez there. Through the back of it, it's Vinicius Jr. who scored. In the 27th minute for Real Madrid. If Vinicius is scoring, that's a worry for Liverpool because he can't finish. I know that. Clear foul on Mahrez here. Legs through the back of him by Rafael Guerreiro. Lanky says I'm like a wind sail. Well, if the wind gets behind you though, Lanky, I bet you're pretty quick, aren't you? But when the wind's in front of you going against you, no chance. City with a chance to cross it in here. Couple of men in the box. Diaz and Stones, the big men. Here comes De Bruyne. Whips it in. Oh, kicking the head on Rodri. Penalty, Manchester City. Well, the problem is, no one can score it. Kick Rodri in the head here. Did Emre Can. We'll see what it says. Chan's got a yellow card for the kick in the head. They'll VAR this. I think he'd probably get overruled knowing UEFA. Ooh. Oh, he hasn't kicked him in the head. This is not a penalty. I think that's not a penalty. I don't think that's a penalty. I think it's very unfair if they give it. And UEFA don't tend to give penalties to Manchester City, do they? So we'll see how that goes. Yeah, Lois is a dodgy pen. Oh, we got up to 826 subscribers. Thank you very much. Good to see. Who's taking this one? Surely they overrule this because I can't see. I personally don't think that's a penalty. Oh, he's going watching it. It's never a penalty, that. I can't see him giving that. I think he just sort of fouled Rodri, but Rodri goes down holding his face. Kicks him in the knee, doesn't he? I think this is going to get overruled. Nice to see there. Someone says drop the sub listing while playing FIFA. That's good to know. At least you can listen to the game. See how City are doing, can't you? Well, City have got a possible penalty decision here. I think he just kicked Rodri's knee. I think they're going to overrule this. I don't think it's a penalty. It's Ian Dark on commentary, he's not mentioned how much City's squad cost yet, but he's got it. He's struggling not to mention it, and he's going on about, you know, he don't like City anyway, does he? Not that many of the commentators do. Thanks for the stream. I couldn't find it on the radio. No, that's great. That's what the streams are about. If you can't find the game, we're here to try and help you. And the penalty has been overruled, so no penalty to Manchester City. And even as a City fan, that is the correct decision. It was not a foul by Emre Can on Rodri. He's still got his yellow card, Emre Can, for arguing. But that was definitely not a penalty. I mean, he looked at that 10, 15 times. What's going on here? Surely Dortmund give the ball back to City. Well, City were on the attack there, weren't they? If Rodri hadn't gone down. Bit of an odd one there. Dortmund back in possession. Definitely not a penalty anyway, I don't think it was. Here's De Bruyne. Flick over the top to Bernardo. Akanji knocks it away. De Hood gives it away. Rodri in there. Good tackle by Rodri. Foden. The thing is, I feel as if that was City versus Liverpool in the quarter-final, or Spurs, for example, I feel like that would have been given. I think they still would have given that. Oh, good ball over the top to Foden. Murray deals with it, but De Bruyne is there for the rebound. De Bruyne into Foden. Phil Foden. Bernardo Silva just need to be a bit quicker across there, the Bernardo. Could have laid it off to Mahrez. Here is Cancelo. Gundogan. Whip in there to Bernardo, who's drifting in. Cleared away. Rodri, good tackle on Haaland. Gundogan back to John Stones. City control this game. City have been the better side. Oh, Kyle Walker. He's having a shocker, Kyle. Every time he touches the ball, I'm feeling the nerves. Stones. Haaland's not even pressing, which I'm surprised because he usually has a lot of intensity and a lot of aggression. Loves to press teams. He's ready here, but I think he feels like he's probably wasting his time against the likes of Stones and Diaz. Because they are good on the ball. The same with, Laporte. Bit different against some of the Bundesliga sides. Good switch by Diaz out to Walker. Driving run forward. Bernardo holding the width. As Sam says, hi, the United fan is back. Am I allowed to be here because I'm a United fan? Of course you are, Sam. No matter what team you support, you're very welcome here. Obviously, we're going to be a bit biased towards City at times because we're City fans. But, Elmis, or once previously called Elmis, now the Emil Smith Rowe is Pele. He's an Arsenal fan. Lowe says, it wasn't me who's always nervous when he gets the ball. No, it's not you. Every time Kyle Walker touches the ball, I'm starting to worry. And every time a winger runs at Kyle Walker, I worry as well. Oh, Diaz. What have you done here, Diaz? Oh, luckily for us, their player slipped. Whew. Gundogan. Big tackle again by Bellingham. Oh, it's Kauf. Gets the foot of Gundogan. Sheba says, new start. Kevin De Bruyne's goal now means we have scored 18 goals since we last conceded. This is the longest run of goals in the Champions League history. Well, that is one amazing stat, isn't it, Sheba? And it shows how far Manchester City have come, doesn't it? If you just told me this, not even 10 years ago now, because 10 years ago was 2011, which is when they first won the league. But I suppose if you told me 10 years ago, I wouldn't have believed you. Here's Kevin De Bruyne with a chance for City to swing a ball in. Foden and De Bruyne are over it. Who's going to take? I think De Bruyne will have this. No, it's Foden who wants it. Oh, everyone's offside. It bounced all the way through to hits. I think it would have been offside anyway. Everyone's offside there. Wide ball. Good work by Foden getting back there. Lovely. Lovely stuff from Phil. Here is Phil Foden. Back to Cancelo. City have controlled this game since the opening 5 minutes or so. Erling Haaland looks gassed, doesn't he? Looks like he's struggling to move. I don't think he wants to score against City, does it? Gary says Liverpool 2-0 down. Well, Gary's on the updates. And that's what I like to see. Gary's giving us the best updates. Liverpool are 2-0 down to Real Madrid. Lovely stuff. Yeah, but they were 4-0 down, weren't they? 3-0 down to Barcelona and came back. Although they're not the same side. Oh, Bellingham over the top here. Edison, what are you doing? Oh! Edison there gets tackled and Bellingham puts it in the net. Shocking. I don't think that's a free kick. I think the VAR are going to give this a goal to Dortmund here. Ooh. Bellingham takes it off Edison there. Should be a goal for Dortmund, that. They've been robbed here. Where are you from? You live in Manchester. I'm from Manchester as well. That's not a free kick, is it? Dortmund deserve the goal. They've been robbed. Dortmund are being robbed here, aren't they? That's a goal. Loasa's got away with one. We did. Well, this referee's got his blue shirt under that black one. And it's about time it happened, isn't it? Because how many times have we seen City get not the results, not the referees? Lanky said, Gary's like Jeff McAnally from FIFA. Yeah, he is. Bringing us the live updates of scores around the grounds. But this is a worrying time for City because they've not been... I think they have dominated the games. They've had a few moments, haven't they? They're a bit worrying. Really worrying. Like that chance there. I mean, that's a fair goal, that. Ederson tries to flick it up and volley it. Bellingham's quick on him. Wins the ball off him. It should be a goal. That's a shocking decision from the referee. Ederson needs to be a bit more careful now, doesn't he? They're claiming that Bellingham had his studs up. I suppose he had his studs up, but he stood to touch the ball. Nothing touched Ederson's boot. Well, City have had 2 chances go in their favour. 2 decisions anyway. Bellingham got booked for that. Emil Smith Rowe's better than Pele says, I have a question. Why does Ederson not play good in the quarterfinals? Well, hopefully, I mean, he's been good all season, Ederson, but if he starts bottling it in the big games, the fans will turn on him. Lowe says the ref bottled that when he did. The ref really did bottle that one. Here's Bernardo Silva. I think Ederson will start kicking it away a bit quicker now when he gets the ball. Del in the mud, I said 2-0 Madrid. And Asensio with a goal, I believe, from what you guys have told me. Here's Roderick. Jermaine, by the way, if you're listening to BT Sports, turn it off. Jermaine Genius is moaning. If anyone wants to watch Jermaine Genius' most iconic moment in his career, it's none of it playing football. It's him on the commentary for the game. Oh, Foden's in here! Foden! Oh, good save by Hits. He's offside, Phil. But yeah, Jermaine Genius' most iconic moment isn't playing football. It's him in the BBC commentary studio. I'm sure you can find it on YouTube. When Alan Shearer tears him a new one. When he says that I think Spurs lost 4-2 did they to Chelsea. And Jermaine Genius said Spurs deserve to win. You won't believe it. And everyone in the studio is just so... They just don't understand what Jermaine Genius is on about. Murray comes down the right hand side for Dortmund. Haaland's not had a sniff, has it? Really? Well done. Murray wide to Hummels. And he goes further wide into this left hand side on the byline to Guerreiro, into Royce. Bellingham, who's been really, really good. Akanji. Brings the ball forward, does Akanji. Terrible pass over the top. Goes behind for a goal kick. Calms it down for City. Lanky says Nerve's not an experienced keeper. Yeah, I suppose he's not an experienced keeper, is he? In the Champions League. But it comes with time. I feel like he should be more experienced now, isn't he? He's played plenty of Champions League games for City. Ederson kicks Bellingham. Ederson kicks Bellingham. That is never a free kick for Ederson there. City have got very lucky. Poor decision from the referee. At the moment, we're robbing Dortmund. Gundogan. Diaz. Oh, Diaz is shocking here. What is going on at the back? He's taking too much time and Dortmund just press so well. Mahrez, beautiful touch. What a touch that is. Come on, Riyadh, let's go. Walker's bursting down this right hand side. Don't give them time to get men back. De Bruyne, poor pass by Mahrez really. Wait till there are men round him. Rodri works it wide to Phil Foden. 1-on-1 with Murray. Foden, that's a lovely pass again. Walker, Mahrez. Oh, fires one into Foden. He was making a little bit of a run around the back there. Drifting in. Round the back post was Phil Foden. Good footwork by Phil. De Bruyne. Foden. Oh! I thought you were fouled there, Phil. I think it was just a poor touch by him. We're on 8. I can't even get my words out here. We're on 828 subscribers. Thank you very much. We continue to grow, and that's down to you guys. Wouldn't be possible without you, would it? Lanky says, anyone know why Girona are simping to us on Insta? Well, City do own Girona, don't they? Suppose they've got to be nice. Here's Dortmund. Rice, good footwork. Bellingham. Switch of play to Kauf. He lets it run to Murray. Here's Murray again. Gundogan, good pressing, Ilkay. De Bruyne around to Bernardo Silva. He goes back to Rodri. Rodri move the ball quicker. He does well. Gundogan, Foden. Poor pass by Ilkay Gundogan and Phil Foden. Just so skillful, isn't he? Phil Foden. Makes the most of it and Gundogan switches it. Come on, Kyle. Let's get going now. Got space on this right-hand side with Mahrez, who's not yet had the chance to really take on Rafael Guerreiro. I think he'll beat him. Here's De Bruyne. Good ball into Bernardo. Poor touch. Akanji clears. Only as far as Mahrez. Mahrez. Oh, I don't know. He's not making about 3 Dortmund players there with that pass. Brilliant by Mahrez. Still managed to get it away. And then Cancelo gives it back to Dortmund. Walker in there. Bellingham well played. Here's Guerreiro. He loves to play through the middle. Rice. They're on the counter here, Dortmund. Haaland, what a run. Well done, Stones. Well read. He's so quick. His acceleration is ridiculous. Kauf. Guerreiro free on the edge of the box. I think it's Rodri. The Hood up against Walker. Back out. Good work from Riyad Mahrez. Into De Bruyne. Good tackle by Akanji. Gundogan. Incredible stuff. City on the counter here. Kevin De Bruyne. Oh, it's a poor pass. Hummels lumps it away. Loasis. Just get to half-time and calm down City. Yeah, I think City are rushing things at the moment at times. They need to find that killer ball. Gundogan's having a good game, you know. Really good game in that midfield. Rodri. Cancelo. Foden. Cancelo. Gundogan and Cancelo, and City go backwards now. Just waiting to draw Dortmund out a bit, which they have done. De Bruyne has found some space in between the lines there. Wide to Phil Foden. Absolutely no one in the City in the box for Dortmund. For us, attacking them. So there's no one you can whip it into. Oh, Cancelo's found Bernardo in the box. Bernardo. Mahrez. Oh, it deflected. Not a bad shot by Mahrez. Not a bad attempt. 45 minutes played. 1 minute of added time. 12 seconds of it played. And City had a chance to go 2-0 up there. Good footwork by Bernardo. Lays it off to Mahrez. Hummels just gets his foot in the way of it. Emil Smith-Rowe, who's the best player that's ever played in the Premier League. For me, it's Henry. Yeah, I mean, I'll be honest with you. I've never really watched much of Henry, so if he's off who I've seen, I'd say it's between De Bruyne and Sergio Aguero and David Silva, those three. Although Yaya Toure on his day as well. I was lucky enough to see him week in, week out for City. Like, if you think Haaland's quick, you know, that sort of burst of pace, Yaya Toure, he had that as well. You know, for a big man, you wouldn't think he was quick. And he just picked up the ball. And it was like he was glued to his foot. You couldn't stop him. And he just kept running and running and running. And that is half-time. So Manchester City do lead by 1-0 against Borussia Dortmund. It's Kevin De Bruyne's goal. And I think City have only really had one clear chance. And they've scored it. They did well to score that. Dortmund deserved to be level. Bellingham scored a perfectly fair goal, which the referee thought there was Studs and Ederson, which is a bit of a dodgy decision, wasn't it? But it's a good performance from City so far. It's better than I expected, to be honest, because I'm not always confident with City in the Champions League, especially when we get to the quarter-final stage. That's a good performance. Manchester City 1, Borussia Dortmund 0. Feel free to talk amongst yourselves in the live comments. I'm going to have a little break and be back for the second half. And hopefully more of the same in the second half. If City do the same in the second half, keep a clean sheet, score another one, and City take 2-0 to Dortmund to the Signal Iduna Park, I'll be very happy with that. So thanks so much for watching for so far. We'll be back after this short break.
protect your soul.
Nightmares creep while you and me repeat. This bittersweet heat is suffocating. I'm waiting and always hesitating. Kryptonite desires set my heart afire. Heart on fire. Set my heart afire. With crimson secrets and forbidden bliss, can't stay still, don't stop that thrill. My bones crave your skin, temptation within, mistakes ignite the silence. Nightmares creep while you and me repeat. This bittersweet heat is suffocating. I'm waiting and always hesitating. Kryptonite desires set my heart afire. Heart on fire. Set my heart afire. Yeah.
Hello, welcome back to the We Are City channel. We're ready for the second half of Manchester City versus Borussia Dortmund. Not far away from the second half now. Let's have a look what you guys have been saying over the half time. ML Smith Rose better than Pele's been asking which one's better, Stones this season. Oh no, 18-19 season or 17-18. 18-19, I think. That was the year the City won the league, was it? I can't remember, to be honest with you, Smith wrote. Who else is having a go? Linda. Linda says City benefiting from the ref decisions for a change. Hashtag it's our turn. Well, yeah, it's about time City got them in our favour, isn't it? But don't worry, UEFA won't keep it up for the semi-final. Well, for the semi-final if City get through. I'm not getting too confident here. But hashtag our year as well. Sounding like Liverpool fans here. It's our year. It's our year. Every year it's Liverpool's year. And they've only won it once in, 30-odd years. And Loay says City need to be better and take Dortmund out of sight. Otherwise, there will be more close calls than that. And exactly, I agree with you there, Loay. I think we tend to see eye to eye on things. If City don't, start creating a few more chances, scoring a few more goals, little decisions like that can change games. And especially in knockout competitions like this, it can really cause issues. So that's a worry, especially in knockout competitions. And that's why I think City's struggling in knockout competitions. It's a bit different, isn't it? When you're watching City in the Premier League, you can sort of make a mistake in a game and, you can always make up for it because you've got 38 games to make mistakes and try and rectify one mistake. Whereas in a knockout competition, one mistake can really kill you off. Luckily, I think it's two legs. I think it was even worse maybe last year with the fact that it was last year you only had one leg and that was it. And it's a bit like international football. You've got to perform on the day, and that's why you get to, it's like the FA Cup, I suppose. You get to see these upsets, and people love an upset, don't you? I like to see the smaller teams go through. And in the Euros this summer, I'd like to see some of the small teams go through. Think about, North Macedonia, who managed to beat Germany, didn't they, during the international break. I'd love to see them get through the group. I tell you, I'd like to get through the group as well. Hungary, they're in a group, aren't they, with Portugal, France and Germany. If they go through, what a massive upset that would be for them to go through. So it could all happen. We'll see if it does. Who else is there? I think North Macedonia and the Netherlands, aren't they? And Austrian people, so that'd be a good one. Even England getting through, that's a bit of an upset, isn't it? Because no one expects England to get through. I don't even think England fans are that optimistic for the Euros this summer. We'll see how it goes. But we've got to put the Euros out of our mind because it's all about Champions League action. And Manchester City lead 1-0 against Borussia Dortmund. And we're close and closer to that second half. And of course, still a second leg. So this second half is basically a first half of the game. A collective first half. And to be 1-0 up is a good thing, but I don't want City to get too confident, get too sort of lackadaisical on the ball as they can do, and relax, because Dortmund, in my eyes, look good. One thing City, I think, have done really well, despite defending poorly at times. I think, personally, City have defended poorly at times because they're really worried about Haaland, and they tried to stop him. And the thing is, by stopping Haaland, the chances are you're stopping goals. Now, it might mean someone else scores, but if Haaland gets a chance, he scores. And we haven't given him a chance today. And that I do commend to Diaz and Stones and say, you know what? That's fantastic stuff. But Bellingham's had the ball in the back of the net, and it should have counted. And, City got a penalty that they shouldn't have had. I'm a bit sceptical, really, on this second half, but I'm less nervous than I was at the start of the game, being 1-0 up. Emil Smith Rose says Liverpool have got more injuries in the Madrid game than they have shots. Why? Is some players going to have injured again? If so, that is, I don't feel sorry for Liverpool because they're one of them sides that they've played the same 11 players week in, week out for 3 seasons, haven't they? And then they've started to finally get injuries, which they haven't got. Rupert's here. Hello to you, Rupert. How are you doing? Good to have you in the chat with us. Emil Smith Rose says Diaz is Gabriel from Wish. Opposite way around, I think. I think you would swap Diaz for Gabriel, surely. I don't think anyone would swap Diaz for Gabriel if it was the other way around. If you don't subscribe to the channel, why not? Give us a subscribe. We're on 828 subscribers. So thank you to everyone who has done that, subscribed to the channel. So the players at the centre circle, ready for the kickoff. Referee blows his whistle momentarily. Just taking a bit of time. Referee's taking a lot of time. Maybe the players are out earlier. So Manchester City versus Borussia Dortmund. Referee blows his whistle. And we have kickoff. The second half is underway. And what a great little banner in the background there. The King calling belt. We're not really here. Great shot. Naby Keita's injured, says Emil Smith Rowe. When is Naby Keita not injured? He's been a massive flop. No one's talked about the 60 million that he signed for Liverpool. Everyone seems to forget that, don't they? Sheba says, my mum used to know Jermaine Genius when he was playing at Nottingham Forest. Well, that's a very interesting one, Sheba. Some people do tend to know famous people, don't they, off football. Just sort of bump into them. I remember someone telling me a story once about a friend of theirs, their son met Mo Salah at a petrol station, filling his car up, and he was happy enough to take a picture with him, which is, a really nice touch, isn't it? They don't have to, I suppose. But knowing Jermaine Genius, if she still knows him, let him know he's terrible at commentary. Should try something else. Maybe not try playing football, though. He's not so good at that either. He would have fitted in Liverpool's side, wouldn't he, Jermaine Genius, with the injuries he had? So Bellingham and Chan both in yellow cards, and I feel like if they get another yellow one, they'll miss the next leg. Here is Cancelo. A bit wider in this left-hand side in the second half, Cancelo. Lanky says, I'm going to go to an exam tomorrow. Well, good luck with that. Exams aren't easy, and, just do your best. That's all the advice I'd give for someone doing an exam. Just do your very best. And, if you think about it, exams are just one way to test people, or it's just a game of memory. Can you remember better than the other one? That's all it is. Lois, I want to see more precise passing and genuine dominance from City. Not that dodgy first half, yeah. Yeah, they're a bit hit and miss in the first half, weren't they, Lois? I agree with you there. If City can really play to their top performance, that'd be a good job for them. I think they'll win then. I think they will win. They should be beating Dortmund, let's be honest. City should be beating Dortmund. But City are in the quarter-final of the Champions League, and City have a poor record in the quarter-final of the Champions League, don't they? Here's Rodri. Good little knockdown to De Bruyne. Rodri. Gundogan. Ooh, a little spin. Oh, shocking touch by Ilkay. He battles for it, though. He gets a foot in, and De Bruyne nicks it off. De Hood here. Oh, chance. Bernardo. Cleared away. Good spin by De Hood there. Oh, great ball to Haaland. Look at the pace of Haaland. Shrugs off Diaz. Haaland. What a save by Ederson. Well, Ruben Diaz, I've never seen him bullied like that, but Erling Haaland shrugs Diaz off like he's not there. The man is a machine. See how strong he was there. Diaz had no chance. First warning sign there. Good save by Ederson. Made a mistake early, but he was quick off his line there. Didn't give Haaland much space. I think Diaz understands now. I mean, how can you not pay the money for Erling Haaland? Let's be honest. Because if you don't pay the money for him, someone else will. And him at another Premier League club or another club around Europe is a big, big worry in my eyes. A big worry. Yeah. I think the problem is, Diaz is running. Shima says Haaland lost his footing. I think he did. Yeah, Diaz just falls on his leg. And didn't let him shoot there. Yeah, Diaz did just fall on Haaland there. The thing is with Diaz, he is running at the maximum pace he can do to keep up with Haaland. That he's off balance because he's thinking about running. Haaland's been fouled here by Diaz. And Lois says that nearly gave me a heart attack. Yeah, I thought Haaland was going to score that. I definitely thought Haaland was going to score that. Haaland's looking dangerous, isn't it? In the second half. And the thing is, we didn't give him a sniff, did we, in the first half? He knows, just playing that shoulder to defend it. He's just got such speed for a big man. Imagine Erling Haaland being assisted by Kevin De Bruyne. Imagine that. I think it'll be illegal. Kyle Walker here with a foul. The referee clearly putting his foot down there. Kyle Walker, no more of that, he says. Oh, Kyle there. Silly. Emil Smith Rowe says Haaland is Eddie Nketiah from Wish. I don't think Eddie Nketiah is fit enough to even lace Haaland's boots. Couldn't even clean Haaland's boots, I tell you. I trust some of your opinions, Emil Smith Rowe's better than Pele, but if you genuinely believe Eddie Nketiah, I know that was a joke, but if you think he's actually even an ounce of a decent player, you're very wrong. He's terrible. He's absolutely terrible, Eddie Nketiah. Here's Dortmund here on the ball. A lot more possession in the second half. Brilliant pass by De Hood out wide here to Murray. Kauf. Get a crossing, Kauf. Diaz. Wonderful block by Diaz. Gets his foot in there. Blocks that cross. Corner for Dortmund, though. We'll see Matt Summels and Co come up now. Akanji, who's decent in the air as well. Going to be a bit worrying for City. Need to be defensively very strong in this game. Because Dortmund are good going forward. I think it's the defence that Dortmund struggle with. But City haven't really been able to break down the Dortmund defence much today. It's Rafael Guerreiro on the corner. Got a good cross on him. Good left foot. And it swings. Chance for Chan. Ooh. Don't know what it came off, but it deflected away. And here's De Bruyne up against Kauf, who's quick. De Bruyne. Oh, beautiful ball. Out to Foden. Here's Phil. Come on, Phil. Oh, Walker ran away, but Foden still managed to keep possession. Mahrez. Foden. Come on, Phil. Foden on his left foot. Tries to go near post. Loe says, fantastic pass from KDV. Sheba says, what a ball that was from Kevin De Bruyne. He's just class, isn't he, Sheba and Loe? What a ball that is. It's like, it's pinpoint as well. It hits Foden's boot. Like, you know, I'm sure many players can play a pass like that, but the fact that it lands on Foden's boot, this shows the quality of it. Gary says, Liverpool have got a goal back. That's a shame, Gary. Not what we like to hear. Is it an away goal as well? Real Madrid at home? I think they are. Come on, Real Madrid. Here's Gundogan over the top. Akanji nods it away. Bellingham, Chan. Emre Can looks dodgy, you know, and he's dribbled it out of play for a throw-in. Salah with a goal, says Gary. City are pressing Can. I think City see him as a weak link in the midfield. Know he can give away the ball. Here's Cancelo. Diaz. Walker, good drive forward from Kyle. Oh, he's still going. Still going. Oh, Kyle. Gary says, yes, it's a away goal. Well, that's good for Liverpool then, isn't it? Because it's basically 2-2. Ehsan says, what's your name? You'll have to wait till the Q&A for that one, Ehsan. We're going to be doing a Q&A for 1,000 subscribers. You can ask all these questions in that Q&A. Well, it's better to be the mystery man, isn't it, at the moment, I suppose. Here's Murray. Hits. Hummels. Hummels here, bringing the ball forward. Yeah, it is Mo Salah who scored that goal for Liverpool. It's just been confirmed here. You guys are a lot quicker than BT. Akanji. Essence says it's not fair because I just subscribed. Well, I'm sure you subscribed before. Keep unsubscribing, don't you? You have to wait till the Q&A. The international man of mystery, says Julie. Exactly. His hits for Dortmund. Hummels. Akanji. Hummels. Hummels again. Q&A sounds great, says Julie Wen. Ian Morris' Q&A exciting. Thank you very much. We're going to be putting up a little video to say, guys, we're doing a Q&A. Put your questions in the comments. And then when we hit that 1,000 subscribers, we'll answer as many questions as we can. You can ask as many questions as you want. You can ask more than one question. Just do it in a separate comment. I'll put it on the same comment. We'll try and get through them. It doesn't have to be football related either. Can be absolutely anything. Bellingham with a switch of play here. Good switch of play. Foden the wrong side of this man. Oh, Murray, and can't catch it. Foden got him under enough pressure there. 55th minute. Here's Diaz. Gundogan. Diaz. Gundogan. Rodri. Wide he goes. Rodri. Oh, poor pass by Stones there. Gundogan has to be quick in with a foot. Stones has touched the ball about 5 times now. Playing 1-2 to every other player. Diaz. Cancelo. Bernardo Silva. Back he goes to Cancelo. Esan says the formation that you play to the guy that is talking is a false 9. So Gundogan, Bernardo and Kevin all rotate. The opposition doesn't know who's marking, which makes great manager. I agree with you there, Esan. The opposition don't know who to mark. They have no striker they can mark at all. Because of that. Because they can't mark anything on, because they're all swapping around, aren't they? You know, there's no focal point. You can't say to your centre back, you stay on that number or stay on that number. Just notice no crowd noise. Should be back now, Julie. Forgot that. Forgetfulness is the thing. Loace is what I do for Easter. I sat in Loace. I went for a couple of walks. That's all you can really do in the UK at the moment. Went for a couple of walks with people I know. And I ate a lot of Easter eggs. I've actually got an Easter egg planned to be eaten after this stream. I've got my Easter egg ready. It's an Aero one, I think. An Aero mint one, if you like them. And Sanan says, what's the score? It says 1-0, but I heard Dortmund scored an away goal. Not at the moment. Not as far as I know. Sheba says, Jesus warming up. Well, Dortmund did score Esan in the first half. But it was a foul on Ederson, they said, which it wasn't. So City got pretty lucky there. Ederson tried to flick it up and clear it. Bellingham got his studs in there. Looks like Gabriel Jesus is coming on. You're quite right, Sheba. I'm surprised at that one. Epic Style Gaming says, guys, what is a live stream link to watch the match? I don't think you can post any of these in here, Epic Style Gaming, but I'm sure if you go on Twitter or Google it somewhere, you'll be able to find that information to watch the match. I'm watching it on BT Sport 3. Sheba says Silva's coming off. Yeah. A striker's coming on, a bit of energy. I think Bernardo's probably a bit tired in the 60th minute. Jesus a bit more of a hold-up man up top there. I think the thing is with Jesus is he's not so clinical, is he? Just imagine if City had played this formation and it was next season and they could just go, you know what? Bernardo, you're coming off. Erling Haaland, you're coming on. Imagine that. Would be incredible. Here is City with a throw-in though. Kyle Walker, who's had a bit of a shaky game in that first half defensively. He's given the ball away a few times as well, but looks decent in the second half. I think Kauf keeps moving from left and right hand side. Jesus will give us a lot of running up top. Haaland, brilliant touch and flicking to Marco Reus. Under pressure from Walker, who loses his footing, does Reus. Well done, City. Look at the press of Dortmund. Ederson. Long he sends it. I think the thing is, Ederson, because he's so good in the ball, a lot of players they stopped marking Ederson. So he's getting a bit too comfortable on the ball. So it's good to see Dortmund put him under pressure. Oh, Guerreiro skips around 3 or 4 challenges. Lost one into Haaland. Rodri deals with it really well. Esan's going to tell us his team of the season. And Bernardo tied what anonymously. I can't say that word. Anonymously. There's some words you can't say in the English language. My tongue will just not make that sound for whatever reason. But I know what you mean, Luane. I know that word. But maybe tell us a word that you can't say. There might be some words that you struggle saying for whatever reason. I just can't ever get that word out for some other reason. But you're right, Luane. We don't usually see Bernardo tired, do it? Oh, great ball like Cancelo. Jace on his chest. Jess it down. Foden. Foden. Oh, somehow. Just wouldn't drop, would it? I think Jesus offside anyway. Surprise, surprise, surprise. Gabriel Jesus in an offside position. Emma Smith-Rose says, who's better than Pele, says, Martinez in goal. He's gone with Cancelo, Diaz, Stones and Shaw. I agree with that back line. I think Martinez, yes. I think he's got a bit of a battle with Ederson, though, hasn't he? Souček and Højbjerg in the midfield. Gundogan, Bruno, Son, Kane, Salah. Yeah, I think Foden's got a good shout. Gundogan's got to be in there, hasn't it? Murray with a cross in. Haaland takes it on his foot. Oh my, that is never a free kick, but it's as bad as the one before. Stones with a kick at Haaland as he went to shoot. It's a free kick for Dortmund in a very good position. I think it's a bit close, though. Ooh. This is dangerous, says Sheba. It is. Yeah, that is not a free kick in my eyes, but it was as much as a free kick as the Jude Bellingham one. Very similar challenges, weren't they? Haaland wants this one, does he, the big man? I've never seen him take a free kick. Is he any good? I think Marco Reus or Guerrero will have it, and I feel like this is going to go in. Got a bad feeling about this one. Come on. Guerrero, Reus. Two set-piece masters. I am Ray Chan. I don't think the Dortmund fans, we want to see him take it. Reus and Guerrero still stood over it here. Conversations between them. City have got, what, 6 players in the wall here? 7 players in the wall. Essan's team of the season. Henderson, Shaw, Diaz, Stones, Wan-Bissaka, Rice, Bruno, Lingard, Rashford, Kane, Foden. What do you think? I think you're a bit off there, to be honest with you, Essan. How was Dean Henderson getting in there? He's only played 4 games. Free kick for Dortmund! Oh, it's hit the wall. Good defending. Oh, that's good to see. Really good to see. Yeah, Essan, I don't know what you're doing with Henderson in there. He's only played about 2 games. Wan-Bissaka is the most one-dimensional fullback I've ever seen play. I agree with Shaw, Diaz, Stones. Wan-Bissaka, no chance. It's got to be Cancelo, hasn't it? Rice, fair enough. Bruno, fair enough. Lingard, again, he's only played about 6 games, has he? 8 games. Rashford, maybe. Kane, yeah, agree with that one. Foden, maybe. The way to scoff is a word I struggle. My brother and I say it like scarf. Well, it depends on your accent, doesn't it, of course? People in the south of England would say, you know, it's like bath. I would say bath. But people in the south of England say bath. It's very different on the way you say words. And sometimes you just can't say them. But yeah, scarf, yeah. Well, yeah, I can understand you there. Yeah, some words you just can't say, can you? San says, I know, but the way he played against you guys, I suppose. But, Essan, if that was it, then I think... I'm trying to think of someone here. Who had 1 good game all season? You know what I mean? He's only had 1 good game. You can't put him in team of the season. Zach Steffen's only played 2 games all season, but he was decent, so he should get in there as well. You know what I mean? You've got to have a full season under your belt, I feel like, to get into the team of the season. Here's Diaz. Oh, he's done well there. Jesus, good touch. Oh, pull on him by Akanji. Oh my, it's a free kick in the first place. Shocking decision from the referee. And Giovanni Reina is on for Dortmund now. The number 32. I sense his best defensive-wise compared to Cancelo, but Cancelo is more of a Trent, so a midfielder attacking fullback, so he's better going forward. See, now the thing is with Wan-Bissaka, people love to say he's a good defensive fullback. He's good in one-on-one situations, but he's actually shocking at defending, because he's never in the right place, is he? Teams just lump it to the back post, and where's Wan-Bissaka? Not there. He's good in one... I don't think there's anyone better in one-on-one positions. But he always dives in as well. Not like that. Oh, De Bruyne's in here. De Bruyne. Foden. Oh, good save by Hits. He should have scored there. Cancelo with a follow-up that slices wide. Phil should have scored there, shouldn't he? That's the difference between Champions League and Premier League. City don't do it. Should be 2-0 here. Picks out Foden perfectly. Should score, Phil. Should score, Phil. Lanky says, I'm back. I've realised that my exam mock is next week. Oh, well, good luck next week then. Gives you a bit more time to do a revision if you're into that sort of thing. And Gary says, Liverpool 3-1 down. Nice to see. Nice to see. Essence, I'll put our Manchester team out, and I want you to hear because Ollie probably tells him to stay close because he knows our defence is rubbish. That's 2. That's true. That too? That's true. Oh, Diaz! Oh, Diaz there. Went to do a back pass. Wasn't aware of his surroundings. And Royce nearly nicked it. Got away with that, did Ruben Diaz. Got so lucky there. City have got lucky at time today. Really lucky at time. You need that in the Champions League. Need that in the Champions League. We haven't been punished for our mistakes yet. Surely one of them will be, though. Here's De Bruyne. Jesus, great hold-up play by Gabriel Jesus. Gundogan, he's got Mahrez on the far right-hand side. Gundogan, brilliant tackle by Mats Hummels. Lanky says, oh, panic. Yeah, that's true. Exams are not for everyone. Here's Cancelo. Foden. Oh, lovely spin. See you later, Moray. He sent him back to Barcelona there. Cross into Jesus. Cleared away. Here's Reina. Back he goes to Akanji. It's Vinicius Jr. again. What's going on here? Good tackle by Rodri. Ends up being a pass out wide and Walker lumps it away. Emil Smith-Rowe said he's better than Pele. His overall team of the league is Alisson, Trent Alexander-Arnold, Diaz, Silva, Van Dijk, Robertson, Fernandinho, Pogba, Kevin De Bruyne, Mane, Aguero, Salah. Thoughts? Pep, that team would destroy the Prem. Yeah, although Jogba wouldn't be getting in my team. Because he only play... If it's a one-off game and he's going to play his best, then yeah, I'd have Pogba. But if it's a season, I wouldn't have him because he plays one in good games, doesn't he? 1 in 10. Lowe says, circle geometry is the worst, I tell you. Yeah, I struggle to say that as well. Sometimes you have to just read things very slowly, don't you? Lovely footwork from Jude Bellingham there, and he wins his side of throwing. Essen says, this is my team, my career mode. What do you think of it? Let me know, Essen. Go on then. I'll tell you. I'll rate it. I'll tell you where you can improve, I suppose. Here's Akanji. 67 minutes played. City continue to see out this game. Could be a win here in the Champions League in a quarter-final. Don't see that often, do we? Pogba overall is amazing. Yeah, when he plays that one good game. I want a player that's good for 90 minutes or at least 80 minutes, not 5 minutes. Jesus. A bit of a foul on Jesus, but he went down a bit too easy there. Eddie and Ketia or Jesus, hard to tell. Jesus by far. Gary Redmond says Vinicius got the third. Yeah, he did. So that's 2 for him, is it, in that game? Drew says, Gary, you're on fire with the flash scores tonight. I know. You are our official flash scorer. Here's Chan. Akanji. City need to show a bit more intensity here. A bit slow at the moment, I feel. You see Pep's telling them, press. They seem a bit tired. City look gassed. Yeah. Dortmund don't look that interested either, to be honest. I think that they'll take a 1-0. I think if they nicked a goal, they'd take a 1-1. Really think they've got a good chance here. Here's hits. Akanji. Back he goes. Oh, good play by Akanji into Chan. The one who's struggling in the midfield, and Rodri on him. Puts an arm on Chan. It's a free kick. Pep's trying to rile up the troops here. Let's keep going. I think Ferran Torres might be a good substitution, or even Raheem Sterling. Dare I say it. Chan. Akanji. Akanji waits. Emre Can again. Lanky says Klopp was nearly City manager, but we kept Pellegrini till the end of the season. Well, I'm glad we did that because I do think Klopp's a good manager. I think he's probably the second best manager in the world, but he's not as good as Pep Guardiola, is he? I don't think City would have been as successful if they have been. I mean, look at how many titles they've won. Oh, Cancelo, awareness there. Flicks it through someone's legs, and he's turning all over the place. De Bruyne is fouled here. But Cancelo there, he lays it off. He sees a player coming in. He's got no clue where the players are around him, and he still manages to be quicker than the player to just pass it off to another City player. It's just such quality. De Bruyne here buys a free kick there. Get City back in possession. Lanky likes a Mr. Whippy. Hopefully, we're going to see Mr. Whippy score one here. Cancelo. Foden. Into Rodri. Well played, Rodri. Cancelo. Plays a risky pass sometimes. I don't like Rodri. Not too much today, though. Stones. Walker. Come on, Kyle. Oh, clueless on the ball, Kyle Walker. You know, Cancelo, you compare it to that moment before where Cancelo got the ball sort of stuck under his feet. Played out of it with ease. Kyle Walker. Obviously, we know he's not the same technical ability and he is something different to Cancelo, but it does get frustrating after a while. Lankier says, has there been subs yet? Gabriel Jesus on for Bernardo Silva. That's the only substitution for City. Rain has come on for them for the other one. Good tackle, Phil. Sliding in, winning the ball. Kevin. Akanji. He's a good defender, Akanji, isn't he? Really good player. Essan's team is Ederson, Ricardo Pereira from Leicester, Laporte, Stones, Mendy, Rice, Maddison and Kevin De Bruyne, Sterling, Kane and Sancho. Are you managing Leicester, did you say? It's like a half Leicester, half City team with Declan Rice thrown in there, isn't it? Nice, good team, that. Very good team. I think your midfield is pretty well balanced. Pretty well balanced. I like that midfield. Other than maybe Maddison, I'd get more of a box-to-box midfielder in there. Here's Gundogan. Walker, good physicality. Lanky wants Alexander Zinchenko on. I'd agree with you there, Lanky. The only problem is I feel like Walker, he might be terrible going forward, but at least he's got that pace, that physicality at the back that City, I think, lack with Stones and Diaz. Just a bit of help. Here's Cancelo for City. 72 minutes played. Oh, Foden here. Having a bit of a run at Moray. Bellingham's going out to... Oh! Oh, my word, Foden. Moray's just lost... Phil Foden has just nutmegged Moray with a lovely flick. It's absolutely beautiful. Shame the cross couldn't find Jesus, but absolutely fantastic. Did anyone see that? If you're watching the game, Foden's trying to do it again. He just nutmegged Moray. He's struggling against Foden here. Incredible stuff from Phil Foden. See you later. Drops him on the floor. Moray's on the floor watching Foden run past him. Fantastic from Foden. He tried it again there. Incredible stuff. Here's Mahrez. I can't believe what I've just seen from Foden there. Absolutely dropped Matteo Moray. No, he just couldn't do anything, could he? Foden just shifted the ball so quickly through his legs. He had no chance. I think he's from Barcelona's youth team, Moray. He had flashbacks to them days. Here's Stones. Who should get Young Player of the Year? Foden or Saka, says ML Smith Rowe. I think you know my opinion. Phil Foden. I know someone who's not the biggest Foden fan, or he wasn't anyway last year. He said, he always said to me, I don't think Foden's that good. Even as a City fan, I don't think Foden's that good. And I was very surprised by his comments. I thought, when I've seen him, I've always been impressed by Foden. He said, I just don't think he's going to be that good. This season, I've asked him again, and he said, no, Foden is absolutely class. A level above the rest of these young English players. Most definitely. San says the midfield above which one? Rice, Ward-Prowse and Maddison, Rodri and Kevin De Bruyne. Maddison, Rodri and Kevin De Bruyne. Here is Mahrez, Rodri. Walker. Stones, Rodri. Good switch. Take it back, terrible switch. Right behind Foden. Throwing for Dortmund. 74, 5 minutes played. Lanky says Stones are Fofana. Well, Stones right now, but Fofana for the future. Sterling doesn't look happy on the bench there, does he? Looks very unhappy. Feels like he should be on the field. Maybe City plan to sign Holland by cashing on Raheem Sterling. I don't think anyone would pay the money for him, would they? Mahrez, good pass into De Bruyne. Wide to Gabriel Jesus on this left-hand side. Come on, Gabby. Loay says, that's the beautiful thing about football, opinions, they can change, and I love that. Exactly, Loay. You know, I hated Rodri last season. I thought City will never win anything with Rodri. I really like him this season. Same with Stones, isn't it? I thought Stones was finished. I was surprised how well he did. Bellingham. Oh, Kevin, you... De Bruyne! Oh, it's just wide. Brilliant from De Bruyne. Just bouncing off challenges. It was Bellingham who flew into him first. Then it was Royce. He says, I don't care. And then he has a shot. Ooh, I think the keeper would have saved it anyway. Smith Rowe wants Wesley Fofana at Arsenal. Esan sold De Bruyne. That was a big mistake. Lanky says Sterling should come on for Mahrez, a bit more pace. Width against tired legs. I agree with you there, Lanky. Oh, it's De Bruyne again here. Come on, Kev. Oh, good ball into Phil. Don't mess this up, Phil. Shot! Oh, it's blocked. The keeper. He hit it right down the middle with absolute power, they Foden. But it's saved by the goalkeeper. City are growing into this game, aren't they? Dortmund are trying to push forward a bit. Oh, Foden sort of hits it into the ground. It's a save by Hitz, however. Gundogan. Rodri. Come on, City. Let's go up the gears a bit here. Stones driving forward. Oh, brilliant ball. Foden. Oh, back post up to Mahrez. Go on, Riyad. Bit of skill from Mahrez. Lays it off to Rodri. Don't you shoot. Oh, goes backwards. Back to Mahrez. Come on, Riyad. Mahrez got a little loft in. Murray lets it run behind. You've got to be attacking that ball, Jesus and Foden there. You really have to. Loasis Fofana will cost 70 million. Above 70 million. Leicester players are expensive. They are. And I mean, if they can get 80 million for Harry Maguire, Fofana's twice the player he is. Lanky thinks Foden with fans may become unplayable considering he's a born blue. Exactly. Think about Erling Haaland in front of some City fans considering he's a bit of a blue as well, isn't he? Granada versus Manchester United, of course, on Thursday night. United play on Thursday nights. They haven't seen Tuesday nights for a long time. You know, Kevin De Bruyne has got more Champions League knockout goals than Bruno Fernandes has got Champions League knockout games. I think he's played no Champions League knockout games. Oh, Rodri, good interception by Rodri. Wonderful. Gundogan, round the corner to De Bruyne. Through two players. De Bruyne, great pass to Jesus on his left-hand side. Let's go, Gabby. Takes on Akanji. Oh, he's beating players, but then he don't know what to do. That's his problem. Here's Walker. Mahrez. He's going to have to go back to Kyle Walker here. Genetically or what, says Loay. Definitely. Here's Gundogan. Fouled there. Oh, it's a foul by Jude Bellingham as he kicks Gundogan from behind. I'd play Cancelo left and Ricardo right back. Esan. I wouldn't play Benjamin Mendy. Although he's not, remember it is FIFA, so I suppose he's not too bad on FIFA, is it? Here's Diaz. Cancelo. De Bruyne. City are being very patient here going into the last 10 minutes of this game. No mistakes. City have had 5 attempts. 2 on target. Dortmund haven't even touched the ball in the goal. Rodri, well played. Recycles the ball really well, doesn't he, Rodri? Yeah, he's got a mistake here and there, but he's you know, simple player. And the best footballers tend to do simple things very well. De Bruyne. Diaz. Essentially, should I put him in midfield or inverted? Yeah, play him in midfield. Oh, Foden, brilliant skill. He's beat 2 of 3 and he's Shot has let him down. Phil, you've got to do better there. Brilliant work from Foden again. His footwork is just class. I feel he should finish that, Phil. He's looking for a cross. Oh, he's looking for a pass, I think, Phil Foden there. Pep knows Foden should be finishing that off. Well, it's Thomas Delaney coming on for Borussia Dortmund. Off comes Mood the Hood, a bit more of a robust midfielder than Delaney. He'll put a few tackles in. I think they'll happily take this 1-0 Dortmund. Try and nick one. And Meunier's on. That's wonderful. He's absolutely useless. Morey's off. Meunier's on because Morey is getting absolutely roasted by Phil Foden. I think he's going to get even worse for Meunier because he is a useless player. Honestly, don't rate him at all. Essence says both of them are overlap. What runs for who? Cancelo inverted and Ricardo inverted too. Yeah, make them both inverted. Depends what sort of football you play. Do you like to get your fullbacks down the wing and whip crosses in? Or do you like to play through teams through the middle? If you want to pack that midfield, get them on inverted. Here's a Kanji. Hummels. Dortmund. To me, you remind me a bit of the Gladbach game. Few chances here and there. Oh, Haaland's in here. Haaland's in! A little push on him by Stones in the back. A little push in the back of Haaland by Stones. Ball over the top, though, was fantastic. Mahrez. Well played, Riyad. Come on, Kyle. Look at the space Walker's got. He's bursting into it. Problem is he can't do anything when he gets in that final third. Mahrez. Ooh, cuts back. Mahrez. Jesus. Ooh, it might fall to Mahrez. It doesn't. Lanky misses the 2015 City squad vibes with the likes of Zabba, Company, Hart, Torre, Aguero, me too. Oh, Mahrez, good turn here. Fires it to the back post. There's no one there. Cancelo there to pick it up. De Bruyne. Good pass, Foden. Oh, little back heel to Gundogan that didn't quite get red. Silva, Nasri, yeah, I mean, lanky Samir Nasri, one of my favourite players. I thought he was absolutely class. He didn't run across the ground. He's similar to Foden in a way. He didn't seem to run. He just glides, doesn't it? Just glides past every player. Fantastic stuff from Phil. And Nasri is that similar sort of player. Here come Dortmund. Come on, City. Akanji. Hummels. Guerreiro. A little cut inside here. Run forward. Stones is miles out of position here. Be careful, John. Long ball. Foden. Clears it away. De Bruyne, poor header. Bellingham. Haaland. Round the corner to Rice. What a pass by Haaland. Marco Rice! Dortmund goal. And that counts as 2. Because it's a away goal. Well done, City. You've played yourself into that. Shocking. Kyle Walker and John Stones. Shocking defensive partnership there between them two. What a pass by Haaland, by the way. He's more than just a finisher, isn't it? Creates the chance for the goal. Not good enough. Not good enough defensively. That could seal City's fate now, because if we go to Dortmund and don't manage to get a goal, they're going through. Good goal by the captain, Royce. Good assist from Haaland. Top player from that man up top. He says a lot, says Lowe. Did anyone expect any different? Changes the tide completely, that, doesn't it? City go in there 1-0 up. That is massive because they are 2-1 up basically now. That counts as 2. It's been coming, says Lanky. It definitely has. Shocking from City. Stones and Walker there. Royce is running. I know it's a wonderful pass from Haaland. It's a wonderful pass from a striker. His link-up play is perfect, right? But the run from Royce, you can see it coming from a mile off, and no one's stopping it. Oh, corner for City here. Foden's missed a few chances as well, which is, you got to be, I know he's a young lad, but even so. We should be putting the pressure on Foden, though, should we? Because the likes of Mahrez should be scoring. The experienced players. City could be going out in the quarter-final stage once again here. De Bruyne with a swing in. Haaland clears. Walker. Back out wide to De Bruyne. Fouled. Clear foul by Guerreiro. There should be 2-1 up as well, says Lanky. In City career mode, he wants Edison, Ricardo Pereira, Stones, Laporte, Cancelo, Rodri, Kevin De Bruyne, Maddison, Sterling, Kane and Sancho. Who would I sign to improve this team? Not many can improve that one, to be honest with you, Sant. Messi, Ronaldo. Good team, that. 86 minutes played, City are level. So frustrating. They got a free kick here, though. Just shows how good Haaland is, though, because he's set that chance up there, hasn't he, with a perfect pass. Lovely link-up play. A runner in behind, and they score a goal. And that's one problem City have got. They've got to score the goals. Here's De Bruyne. Swings it in. Diaz with a header. I think Hummel's got there just ahead of him. Typical City, says Loay. Too right, Loay. Happens every year, doesn't it? Every year. Said that too many times, says Lanky. Exactly. Corner comes in from City. Cleared away. Cancelo up there for the header. Falls flat on his back. Guerreiro, a little flick away. Get up, Guerreiro, you diver. Oh, my word. Referee loves a soft free kick, doesn't he? Dortmund coach is saying, stay calm, lads. We're going through here on the away goals. The quality City have, they can't be doing this every year. It's shocking. They can't be doing this every year. And, yeah, we're going to win the Premier League again. But City want to take the next step. And the trophies City have won in the past, they've already won them. But they want to win the Champions League. If Pep Guardiola can't win you the Champions League, that's a big worry. I'll tell you what, if City want to win the Champions League, there's one man who will instantly improve the side, and it's that man up top. Been kept quiet today, but he's created a chance for his side. Not good enough for Manchester City. It never is in the Champions League. Here's Phil Foden up against Mounier. Gets a cross in. Cleared away by Kanji. Bellingham tries to flick it on. A throwing for City. 88 minutes played. It's a wonderful late goal, isn't it, for Dortmund, really? Here's Kyle Walker for Manchester City. Back to Diaz. Lanky says embarrassing too, right, Lanky? Foden. Cancelo. Mahrez. What a touch. Mahrez. Walker on the overlap. That's great because he can't cross. He can't cross, can he? Cleared away. De Bruyne. KDB again. Rodri. Cancelo. Diaz. Cancelo. Gundogan. Foden. Cancelo. Come on now. Stones out wide to Walker. De Bruyne on his left foot into the box. It's Gundogan. Foden! Oh, it's a goal! It's Phil Foden. We're back in front. 2-1. Well done, Phil. He's been absolutely class today. He's missed two really good chances. He's not missing that one. 2-1 Manchester City. Good goal by Phil. What a goal that is. Get in, says Loay. Gary's celebrating, woohoo. Sheba's celebrating, Foden, yes. What a ball. Oh, he's offside, isn't he? He's offside. I think he's offside, Gundogan, is he? Good goal by Phil. Tense final few minutes, says Ian. Just need one more, says Andrew. Is he offside? Check is over, VAR. Check is over. Manchester City 2, Dortmund 1. That's what I like to see. Foden in the 90th minute. Come on now, Dortmund attackers straight away. Look at Haaland battling here. Come on, City. No more of this nonsense now. Let's get the ball up the field. Let's get a third. Been a really good game, this, hasn't it? Haaland. Oh, he's given it away. Walker. Come on, Kyle. Come on, City. Mahrez. Wide to De Bruyne, can he? A nasty tackle from Delaney. Here's Kev. Hummel slides in. Throwing for City. There's still 2 minutes to go yet. City get a third. Clearly onside Ilkay Gundogan. They've shown a replay it. There's a mile on. 3 minutes of added time. 90 minutes is up. 1.5 minutes of it played. Another 1.5 minutes to score. Lanky's going to settle for kettle chips. I'll tell you what, Lanky. They're like razor blades eating kettle chips. Foden wins his side of throwing. Take your time, Phil. Oh, it's hurt his wrist though here. Drew the Maestro struck again with a 2-1. Ooh, come on, City. Minutes left now. Seconds left, pretty much. 30 seconds or so left of the game. What are kettle chips, asked Loay? They're a type of crisp. They're sort of like a gourmet, I'd say. You know, fancy. They call them fancy crisps. Esan says, please answer my question before it finishes. Ask away, Esan, but there's been a goal here, so I forgot what you asked. Ian says kettle chips are burnt cardboard with added salt. Or razor blades. Long ball by Dortmund. Haaland, here he comes, the big man. Oh, interception by Phil Foden. Gundogan. And that is full time. A 2-1 win for Manchester City over Dortmund. They've done it at the death there. Which is a worry, but we're back in front again, going into that second leg. Thanks for the stream, bro. You're very welcome. These streams will keep coming, and we will be back again for the Leeds game this weekend. It's about, is it a 12 o'clock kickoff, a 12:30 kickoff? It's an early one. Would you replace Bernardo for Maddison? Absolutely not. Absolutely not, if that answers your question. Andrew says needed that win. We definitely did, Andrew. Lanky says phew. Yeah. So that's a disappointment for Dortmund, but from our point of view, what a good way to end the day. And it sort of sets you up for the weekend now. You know, when City win, City lose, you feel down. It sort of ruins your week, doesn't it? But City winning has made it good for my week. And we need to keep watching Erling Haaland. He's having a good talk with Phil Foden here. Hand over the mouth talk here between Haaland and Foden. Keep watching this. Keep watching this because Foden and Haaland are talking to each other with their hands over their mouths. I'll tell you what, Foden's saying, I'm looking forward to playing with you next season. And Haaland's saying, I really hope so. But tell your club to start spending some money. So Manchester City win 2-1. Going into the second leg, that's a really good result, isn't it? Great commentary, says Julie. Thank you very much. Rising like the blue moon, the subscribers. They certainly are. 828. Next time I'm going to win the predictions, says Amindu. I hope you do, Amindu. Deserve win, says Sheba. Quite right. And Mag says, thanks for the commentary. 828 subscribers. Thank you very much. Guy Ramsden says only half time, but convinced City will win over there. Quite right. You're quite right as well. I think City should do the business over there. So honestly, thank you very much to everyone who has listened to this live stream. Even better when City win at the end. You just feel so much better, don't you, with your day? Like Gary said there in the comments, it's only the first half of the game. But we'll be right back for the second leg, and we'll be back on the weekend. The game I didn't forget about in the stream, but forgot about this one, is Manchester City versus Leeds, Guardiola versus Bielsa, and that's going to be a big one. I think it was just Julie who got the prediction right. Let us know as well if you got it right. But it's fantastic that City managed to win that game. It really is. It's going to make a big difference going away. I mean, if they took a 1-1 back to their ground in Germany, I feel like they'd be pretty happy with that. I think they'd be really, really happy. Whereas a 2-1, it's back in our favour now, isn't it? And if we get a goal over there, and that's another away goal. I mean, I can't see them scoring 2 goals, but maybe they did. Margaret got it right as well, so congratulations to you, Margaret. Well done to everyone. It's bedtime with a happy blue moon. And Liverpool did lose 3-1 to Madrid, so that's a good result for us as well. So like I said, thank you very much for everyone for listening to this the video. We're back for Leeds on the weekend. Please do subscribe. Keep subscribing. We're getting closer and closer and closer to that 1,000 subscribers mark. Keep watching the videos. The FIFA and the PES keep coming. And we'll see you next time. Goodbye.